All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Drinks and Discussion podcast. I'm your host, KvngBak, aka Bandana Sanchez, aka Dad Hat Poppy, aka Tired Man from Homecoming.
Okay, well, at least you kept up with that part. At least you kept up with that.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm your beautiful co-host, Miss Vee.
How you doing?
Really?
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I ain't talked to you all weekend.
You haven't. I know. You haven't. Would you like to explain yourself? Would you like to explain yourself?
About what? Not talking to you all weekend?
Yeah.
I was busy.
Oh, that's what we do now. Okay.
It was homecoming. Look, you gonna have a hard time finding me during homecoming.
Did your phone have a hard time finding you?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay then. All right.
It's just so much going on. I was doing so much.
Wake up. Come on. Let's go.
Well, get to your weekend first. Maybe I'll wake up.
My weekend was pretty chill. I didn't do much this weekend. Yesterday was our line dance anniversary party. It was cool. We had people from all over. There were a lot of people from ATL. I love our ATL line dance. So I was excited to see them. Definitely everybody up and down the East Coast was in there. Like, we had the club packed.
You got some people from Merlin?
Yeah, I think, yep.
Merlin.
Yep. Baltimore. We had some people from all over. Like, it was nice. It was a really nice turnout. It was a really good celebration.
That's what's up. I'm glad that you have something that you enjoy doing besides this podcast.
Yeah. There was a life before the podcast. I enjoy the podcast.
No, but I'm just saying, it's like you have outside ventures and stuff like that, and I like that. Yeah,
I have stuff that I like to do.
Okay. I'm
out
complimenting you.
I appreciate you.
Golly, just take the compliment.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Start with me today. Let me tell you about my weekend.
Please do.
Man, it was homecoming. It was homecoming weekend.
You got to whisper about your weekend? It was like that?
Yeah, it was like that. No, not like that.
You're whispering about your weekend?
No, not like that.
Okay.
So, no, I was actually really, really busy this weekend, man. Like, it started at 5:00 on Friday. Like, I left work and went straight to the day party. Mind you, I was the first person at the day party.
I mean, it sounds like it because other people were still at work.
I was watching and helping the DJ set up. That's how the first I was in the building. Like, I went to the day party. I had a good time. It was pretty cool. And then I went to the all-black party that night. That was pretty tough. I had fun there. I saw a lot of people I haven't seen in years. Like, people that's been removed from like 80 homecomings since we graduated. It was real good to see them. Sneaker ball was interesting.
You tell.
Yeah, sneaker ball was interesting. I was fresh. I was fresh. See the jacket?
I saw the jacket and
the shoes.
I saw you.
Oh, man. I was crushing.
You actually posted pictures this weekend. Look at you.
I did post pictures this weekend.
Pictures.
Yeah, I posted some pictures this weekend, man. And yeah, it was fun. So I do this every year, and I always choose the wrong party to go to because I was looking at the Nothing But Anthems recaps on people's stories at the Ritz. I should have went there.
Instead of the sneaker ball?
Instead of the sneaker ball.
Okay, what's Nothing But Anthems?
So Nothing But Anthems is pretty much, they just playing like 90s music the whole time, but they had like performances from Crime Mob, Trina was out there, a whole bunch of celebrities out there. Now, the sneaker ball, what's the guy's name? Lance Cross? Lance Cross was out there. Dark-skinned guy, Tyler Perry.
Not Lance Cross. But I know.
Something Cross. Oh, okay. I guess I don't know.
We know who he is.
Okay, well, I seen him. I was standing next to him.
Oh.
I didn't know who he was, and I was like, "Why do people keep going over there to this VIP taking pictures with this guy?"
Because he's fine.
And then I seen a whole security guard. I was like, "Oh, he must be somebody famous." And then
you out here talking about Lance Cross? Like,
I
really?
thought that's what his name was. I apologize,
you are being quite a man right now.
I apologize, sir. Look, I'm just telling you my observations.
Lance, he does. He apologizes. If I were there, I would have known who you are.
I mean, I didn't find out till after the fact. I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool then. But Trina was in the crowd at Nothing But Anthems thing. I would have really liked to see that.
Of course, because she's a woman.
Yes.
You're being quite the man today.
I am. I am. You know what we're talking about today?
No.
You know what we're talking about today?
I know what we're talking about today.
All right. Well, look, get into your what's going on in the world? What's going on in the world?
Let's talk about what's going on in the world. Let's talk about, so Popeyes brought back this chicken sandwich.
That's gonna kill all you niggas that's eating it.
I don't recommend. I haven't had it, so I can't say like whether it's good or bad. I can't give a rating or a review. I don't plan to have it. I wasn't going to Popeyes before the chicken sandwich. I'm not going to Popeyes after the chicken sandwich, during the chicken sandwich.
I don't want to
have anything to do with it.
Because if you come in here with the swine chicken food, I'm kicking you out for real.
I have brand loyalty, and
swine chicken
not
food.
yeah. It's all right. It's all right. We
fried
went,
chicken food.
No, we went past it. We just went on by. Yeah, it was out for a while. It left for I don't know how long. Now it's back, and people still acting crazy. Like people are still acting crazy. Like it wasn't just out.
Chick-fil-A got some good chicken.
Like I said, I have brand loyalty. It's Chick-fil-A all day.
I wish I could have a Chick-fil-A sandwich right now.
Oh, I was trying to find a chicken sandwich on the way here from Chick-fil-A though. It would not have come from that Popeyes nonsense. But people are acting crazy. People getting stabbed. People getting body slammed. People tearing up their cars.
Didn't somebody stab somebody because they cut them in line or something?
Yes, in Maryland. Well, what's in the chicken?
Okay,
what is in it?
I will say, I think it was more so the principle that the person cut them in line. Like, you ever be in line and a nigga try to shimmy their way in, and like the person in front of you is too much of a bitch to say something, so you gotta say something?
But where else has that happened recently? Like, how many people are stabbing people in?
That probably happens all the time, and we just don't hear about it.
Okay, we just heard about it because it was Popeyes.
Yeah, because it's like a big thing. It's like, oh, Popeye's chicken. Oh, somebody got stabbed because somebody cut somebody in line.
Okay, so when's the last time somebody got stabbed in line at Chick-fil-A?
Okay, so we cannot compare those two. What we can do is like Black Friday at Walmart. Okay. Niggas is getting stabbed.
But
y'all be careful.
But why?
I think because tensions are high. Like people are. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like if you're in line at Popeyes, you've been in line for a while. Like you're kind of tired, or you're trying to rush on your lunch break, or whatever the case may be. Yeah, you're hungry.
Because I know when I'm hangry, it's not a good day. It's not a good day. It's not a good life for anybody.
Right.
I'm hangry.
But I mean, and the same thing goes for like any kind of Black Friday at Walmart. Like people were getting trampled. Like.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
In Walmart
there's
for
too many
TV.
people. There's too many people going after the same thing. Like the demand is way too high.
That's why I shop online.
The supply, I don't know if it's low or just slow. Something I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. If y'all want to get the chicken sandwich, just be safe out there. Trying to get.
Then don't get the chicken sandwich. Is what you're saying.
Be safe. That's all I can tell you to do. I can't tell you what to do, but I can just say be safe. Every decision you make.
Look, it's a lot of people dying for some unknown reason, and I bet you they all eat Popeyes.
I'm not making that strong of a statement. Be safe. Whatever you do, be safe. Pray over it. Bless it. Something. I don't know. Eat before you get in line. Bring a snack. Bring a pack of nabs with you if you're going to stand in line.
A pack of what?
Oh.
A pack of what?
Bring a pack of nabs. Y'all know what nabs are.
What are nabs?
You know what nabs are.
Explain.
Peanut butter crackers.
Oh my! Just say crackers.
Oh, Don. Peanut butter crackers.
Oh my
peanut
God.
butter.
That sounded so country, yo. Some nabs.
Bring a pack of nabs.
How do you spell that? N-A-B-Z? Nabs?
It's the S.
Are you sure?
I don't know if it's really called nabs. They're peanut butter crackers.
Yeah, they're not called nabs.
They have an assortment of flavors. Either way, bring snacks. Is that better? Mm-hmm. Bring a snack if you have to stand in line so you don't get hangry.
Still your kids' gummies from their lunch.
Bring some gummy bears in a juice box. Bring a Lunchable because you're going to be in line for a while. You don't need to get hangry. Right. You don't need to get hangry. Get you some gummy bears and a juicy juice so you can feel better.
Get you a Capri Sun with the surfer on it. What's the one with the surfer on it?
Roaring Waters.
Pacific Cooler.
Yeah, Pacific Cooler. Hold it, wait. Okay.
I'm up now.
I want to Capri Sun a little bit. That sounds good. Then you got to get the straw in. It's a little complicated.
What?
But it can be complicated because you don't want the straw to go all the way through. You want it to go like into the drink.
It's an art to doing it. You gotta. Just 2 motions. That's it.
Well, thank you for that Capri Sun lesson.
All right.
So if you bring a Capri Sun, that's how you do it.
Yeah.
All right. So another big topic right now is I'm sure you've heard about T.I. and his daughter going to the doctor. And from a male perspective, what we're talking about, T.I. going to the doctor with his daughter to make sure that her hymen is still intact, to ensure that he is still a virgin. Now she's 18, so that can make things a little bit different. But even before, your male opinion on that? How do you feel about that?
I know a little bit about the female anatomy, so it doesn't necessarily have to be sex that happens for a woman hymen to break. Any kind of strenuous activities such as sports, bicycling, anything like that could possibly break.
Oh
yeah, oh yeah. I'm well
you've
versed.
Been reading books.
I'm well versed.
Googling. Okay, you've been on the Google.
I am well versed, but no. In all actuality, man, I was just I was surprised to hear it. I mean, I kind of thought it was dope that he took as a father that he took that much concern, in her I guess sexual health as he did to go with her for every visit. I mean, but now that she's 18, it's kind of like, yeah, all right, whatever now. But I think anything past the age of 18 is a little overbearing for a father to, be checking her hymen, like, checking the status of her hymen or whatever. Like, as long as she's like in healthy relationships, like, or healthy active relationships, like, I don't think, you've done your job as a father. At 18, you should have done your job as a father to let them kind of like off the leash on their own at 18. And that's like, aside from anything else that could possibly be wrong with the child. But if the child is healthy, if the child is fine at 18, that's when you kind of let them off the leash and be like, all right, you on your own now.
Okay, what about before 18? What about 15, 16?
Yes, I think that's important because, I think no father, I'm not a father, but if I was a father to a girl, I wouldn't want my child to be like the high school pregnant girl. I want you to at least get your high school diploma, and after that you can make whatever decisions you want. You know what I'm saying? At least you have some form of, formal education to where you can, do whatever. But at 18 you're supposed to be an adult. Like, if you want to move out at 18, you are more than welcome to move out at 18. If you want to go to college at 18, you're more than welcome to go to college at 18. Like, 18 is like, you get off that leash.
Okay. But at 15, he should be monitoring her hymen.
I don't know the relationship between T.I. and his daughter. Maybe they have that healthy relationship.
So it doesn't have not just T.I. and his daughter, just any man and their daughter.
Mm-hmm. I would, of course, take an interest in my child's health. So would I do that? Probably, yes. I would want to know. Like, I would want to be sure my child is being honest with me at 15 and 16, because we were all little liars in high school, skipping school and having sex and all kinds of stuff. And I just, I was such a slow. I don't want my daughter to be a female version of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what about for your son?
Well, my son, I mean, my son wouldn't have a hymen.
Right.
If my son has a hymen, I have questions.
Are you going to be closely monitoring his sexual status as well?
I think I would of course have open dialogue, whether male whether I have a son or a daughter, and we would have open dialogue about sex. Now I think that with certain things with sex, with a daughter, I would have, my wife or baby mama or whatever answer those questions because I couldn't, I don't think I would be able to answer those questions. But with my son, absolutely, absolutely,
And would you
absolutely.
feel differently about their statuses? Like if your son was sexually active and your daughter wasn't, or if your daughter was and your son wasn't, like is there a difference?
Mm, I'll say it like this. As long as as long as there's open communication about it, I really I really wouldn't have a problem with it as long as, if my daughter comes to me at, I don't know, what age do kids go to prom? 17, 16, 17? Yeah, she came to me and she was like, "Hey, Dad, thinking about having sex and, da da da, whoop whoop whoop." And we would take whatever necessary precautions we needed to take just to make sure she gets out of high school. You get what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, my
So
son, bro, you can get buck wild, dog. If you, well, my son, if you see this podcast, go buck wild. No, no, no. Don't ruin nobody's life though. But
so with your son, you're not going to take the necessary precautions
no,
to
no,
make
no.
sure he
We're
gets out of high
no,
school.
we're gonna have a conversation because if you have kids, you got to get out. That's an automatic 18 button. If I get the dad, I got somebody pregnant. Oh, you 18 now? No, Dad, I'm 15. Oh no, you said 18. I heard 18.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready for my opinion?
Yeah. What's your opinion? I feel like you got.
As a woman, I feel like that's a bit evasive. I feel like him checking that specifically is too much. I feel like you need to have that open communication with your children for them to feel comfortable to tell you. Because if you're doing all of that, like you're creating this wall, you're creating this block, you're making them scared. Don't scare them out of something. Like if you keep placing fear in them, but not telling them why, not telling them the consequences. Like, let's talk about this. Let's talk about things that could happen if you have sex. Let's prepare you. Let's give you that sex talk. Let's give you that conversation and say, hey, if something happens, you can come to me. I'm not trying to scare you out of doing it. Because if you tell people, hey, if you tell a kid that's hot, don't touch it, what's the first thing they're going to do?
You're gonna touch.
They're going to touch it. So if you just say, hey, hey, this is hot because, and if you touch it, it may burn you. It may hurt you. Like, let's have those types of conversations. So you're like, okay, they're telling me not to do it because they're trying to protect me, not because they're trying to scare me out of doing something.
But I think we get lost in in the in what actually was said by Ti because I mean he mentioned not checking to make sure that she was still a virgin, but you know he was going to her gynecology appointments. He could have been looking for something else. Like we don't know their family's medical history.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So I
And
mean, just
those things are fine. I'm talking about that thing in particular. Him going with her to the gynecologist, that's great. If
mhm.
your dad can take you on those types of doctor's visits, that is great. Either way, her being even going to the gynecologist at her age, like that's great because
Right,
sometimes some girls aren't getting that education. They're not getting that information.
right.
Like everybody thinks, you're just getting a physical, and some girls are out here being sexually active at a younger age, and they're
Hmm.
not going to those doctor's appointments. They're not getting checked like that. Some girls think, the clinic is where you go. They're not taking their health into consideration. So for them having that, even even having those appointments, I feel like that's great. I feel like all of that is great. Like, let's be in our children's lives. Let's make sure, okay, this is what you need to do. You've reached this age. We need to get you this kind of doctor. You need to get checked out on this level now.
Right.
That's great. That's great. I appreciate that completely. And I appreciate that family having the knowledge and giving their kids the knowledge to do that. What I'm saying is him checking her that closely. I just feel like that's a bit invasive. I don't think I would want, like, yeah, my mom can come with me to my appointment and stuff, and they can say, she has a clean bill of health, she's healthy. But as far as them saying, like, she's a virgin or not, I don't know about that one. That's a little bit much for me. Especially just men having any type of control over women's bodies is a lot for me to deal with. I just feel like we are oftentimes treated as property or treated differently from our male counterparts. Okay. Like, as far as even as far as like, if a woman is a little bit promiscuous, then she's a hoe. But if a guy's promiscuous, it's like, oh, you getting all of this. You get girls. You get all these girls. Like, what's the difference? They're both doing the same thing. They're both being exposed to the same types of diseases, the same types of either way, both can have a baby, like you said.
That's right.
But the woman has to carry the baby like you see her baby. Right. You don't see the man. The man can have a girl that's 6 months pregnant. How do you know that? You don't know that. But the woman is carrying it. You see it on her. So it's different. So all of that difference, I mean, it just socially, just social opinions, all types of things. So that's where it got to me, as far as a man saying, hey, I want my daughter needs to be a virgin. And like you said, you can't check your son's timing. So how do you know that he's a virgin?
That nigga start walking a little different. Yo. Can I share a story?
Go ahead. Have a story.
Look, man, I had we was at a family reunion, man, and my grandmother had asked my mom, did you know when he got his first piece of pussy? And I was like, nah, she ain't know. She was like, oh, I knew. I said, wait, how you know? She was like, I knew the day of. It's like, cause you came in walking a little different. You had some swagger with you. I said, oh man. I said, my head was probably down.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have kids.
I don't have kids either, man.
I don't have, and we don't have a lot of men in my family, so I don't know. I don't know how people tell, but still, yeah, I mean, that's just where
they start acting a little. I mean, I saw when my little brother lost his virginity. Like I knew it. Like I was like, oh yeah, that nigga getting a little bit of pussy.
I don't know what. I don't know. How
he stopped. So like it's like this. Like when you as a guy, when you get some, it's like your priorities kind of change a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like you stop doing like the goofy shit that you was doing as a kid, and you start doing like, I don't know, maybe like little shit. Maybe you might buy some cologne or something. Start put cologne on. Start doing like that little bit extra.
I thought that was like when you start liking girls. Like now you start taking a little time on yourself.
Well, these kids.
I mean, I don't know.
These kids growing up faster now, so I don't know. I mean, it's little niggas in kindergarten wearing cologne and shit. So I don't know.
I don't know what happened. I don't know. But that's my opinion on it. Just stay safe and keep your communication open. That's all.
That's fact. I mean, I agree with you. You made some good points though, from the woman's perspective.
Thank you.
I respect your opinion.
Right.
I respect your femininity.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm surprised I said that word with no problem.
Yeah, you did. You said all the letters only once. You didn't say them 3 times.
Femininity. Oh man! All right, man. Oh man, what's I want to get into these topics, man.
I'm ready.
Are you sure?
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here for it.
All
Let's
right.
do it.
I got a question. How do you apologize?
How do I apologize?
Yeah, say like you're involved with somebody and you do something wrong. How do you,
Okay.
how do you apologize?
I'm involved with somebody and I do something wrong.
Yes. You may offend them or I don't know, do something that they don't like and you may be wrong in a situation and then realize that you're wrong. Like, how do you apologize?
Um, it depends. I mean, because I try to keep lines of communication open. So I would say, hey, I realize that this offended you, and I understand why it may have hurt you, and that was not my intention. Although I understand it was my impact, and for that, I respect your feelings, and I didn't hurt you or to harm you in any way. I apologize for that.
I feel like I feel like that's the answer you're giving me now, but I don't feel like that's actuality.
No, honestly, it is actuality. Like I'll admit to my wrongdoing, and I do try to understand what I did wrong and how it made them feel because I do respect other people's feelings. Like I respect your feelings, and even if I don't think, even though I didn't think it would impact you in that way, if it does impact you in that way, that's how you feel. And
Hmm.
if I do anything to cause you to feel a certain way, then that's on me.
You're like the first woman I've ever heard that takes accountability.
I always take accountability. You have to take accountability for all your actions.
Oh
It's the only
man,
way you can fix them.
these girls out here in these streets don't be taking accountability. I tell you that right now. 'Cause
Oh,
everything's your fault. Everything's your fault.
if it's your fault.
No, it's not my fault.
Oh well,
I
it's
got a
not your
flat
fault.
tire. What I got to do with me? I'm mad at you because I got a flat tire.
Who
Uh,
does
uh,
that? People do that.
People do that. People do that.
Did you not change the flat tire? Then she could be mad.
No, 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 no.
You didn't change it.
No, what? No,
Well, then
no.
she can be mad.
Why
Like
she mad at me? Because she got a flat tire.
she's not mad at you because she got a flat tire. She's upset with you because she's in a situation that you should be able to help her in. You choose not to help her.
Oh
That's
no,
different.
no, 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 no. Let me resolve because you trying to paint a narrative right now. Let me resolve that. If I'm dealing with somebody and they call me and say, "Hey, I got a flat tire," best believe I'm coming over and changing the flat tire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And if it can't be changed, we call somebody,
I
or you
mean,
gonna
I
take it.
got AAA. I got whatever. Make a phone call. Yeah.
Do you want stories?
Oh, you got stories? Let me hear 'em. Let me hear. No, look, I'm gonna tell you. It might be a lot of stories on this podcast, but we ain't got
Stories
shit to talk
today.
about. We ain't got a damn thing to talk about. We making this shit up as we go.
He
Y'all want
is.
this quality content or not?
Story. So I had a flat tire. I had a flat tire. Dealing with somebody. I had a flat tire. It.
I feel like I don't mean to cut you off. I feel like you're the type of woman that would know how to change a flat tire.
I do. I can
Okay,
change a flat tire.
all right.
I can change a flat tire. My issue was not could I or could I not change the flat tire. That was not the issue. The issue was I was, I've always got 30,000 things going on. I had to go to work. And I was like, listen, I got a flat tire, but I need to go to work. So can you handle it or can you take me to work so that when I get home, I can handle it? Like either way, right now, I don't have time to deal with a flat tire.
Right.
Can you, and the thing was, my issue was I called and said I had a flat tire, and he was more so like, what you want me to do? Like he was not trying to take charge of the situation. Like he wasn't like, oh my God, I know you got stuff going on. Like, let me help you out. Because that would be me.
Right.
That would be me. I'd be like, look, I know you got places to go. I know you got things to do. Let me take that off of you.
Mhm.
Let me make sure you get to work. And then let me handle everything else while you're at work. When you get off work, it'll be handled. You don't even have to worry about it. But let me tell you what he did. So after we argued about what he should do,
Oh man.
he finally came.
Okay, so was this like your boyfriend or like your
We were
guy? Like were y'all dating
we were
exclusively? Like what was the
we were
situation?
talking. We were talking.
Mm.
We were talking. We were dealing. We were dealing.
Was you giving him pussy?
We were dealing. So
that's a for me to formulate my thought. I need to know. Was you giving him a little something? Plead the fifth if you
I plead the fifth.
All right. Continue.
Which brings me to my next point. Don't mess with anybody you can't call in case of emergencies, okay?
Right.
Anywho, back to this. So finally comes, picks me up, takes me to work. And that was it. And it's not even the fact that he didn't take care of the car. I can do that. Like the car got taken care of. It got a new tire. It ended up either way, it got a new tire. But dropped me off at work. That was it. There was no like, how do you think you're gonna get back? You need me to come back and pick you up? What time do you get off? There was none of that. There was dropped off at work. Period. Didn't hear from him for 2 days, and then he called and he goes, no, didn't call. He texted, he said, so did you get your car straightened out? So you left me at work 2 days ago, and now you worried about if my car is straight or not? And I feel like he should apologize. How about that?
Okay, so
okay, but how do I apologize?
Yeah.
You don't have anything to say about that?
I mean, it's an interesting situation. Like I would have said, if y'all was talking and y'all won't doing nothing, not his place. And then even if y'all talking and y'all do something, I mean, is it really his place unless he takes that burden? Like unless he takes that title and says, "Oh yeah, I'm your dude." So if anything goes down,
I wasn't worried. Like I said, I wasn't worried about him fixing the car. Anything like that. I was not worried about that. Just could you be concerned? Could you pretend to be concerned? Could you say, hey, I'm gonna take you to work, but how do you plan to get home? Do you have a way home?
Yeah.
Do you have a way home? That's it.
Just have some decency. Yeah, no, I dig that. Yeah, I was either way, wherever the situation went, like decency. Yeah, decency still needs to be had. Like, yeah, you definitely gotta have decency, man. And that's why with with people apologizing, like I don't like when they make excuses. I don't make excuses when you apologize. Just apologize.
That's everybody.
Yeah, I mean, just apologize. Don't make excuses. Like you know what? I used to do that for a while. Like, I used to make excuses when I apologized. I had to realize that, so let me tell you, my dad used to always quote The Godfather. Like that's like his favorite movie, right? So I don't know. I might have did some shit like when I was younger or something like that. And he will always be like, I might say I'm sorry for it or whatever. And he'd be like, whenever I apologize, I would always come with an excuse like, I'm sorry, but so and so did it too. You know what I'm saying? Like some shit like that. My pops would always say, excuses is for women and children. I was like, oh shit. Like as I got older, I kind of realized that like men really can't make excuses. Like, bro, if we apologize, like we gotta be wholehearted about that shit.
Nobody can make excuses. Excuses aren't for anybody.
But.
Oh, you better make an excuse.
No, I'm about to clarify the scene in Godfather. So, in Godfather, anyway, something happened. Somebody tried to blame somebody else for it, and old boy looked at him and was like, "Yo, excuses is for women and children. Men, get the shit done." I said, it makes sense now. It makes sense now that I'm older. Like, just stop making excuses. Just get the shit done.
Right. Like, for all people.
And I'm not opposed to meaning what you say. Like, if I say that, okay, I will try not to have something happen again, or I'll try to be more, I don't know, observant of needs or whatever I'm apologizing for. Because with women, you never know what you're apologizing for.
Not true.
No, I'm joking. But yeah, no, I mean what I say though. Like if I say I'm gonna work on some shit, I'll be working on it.
Okay, you don't make excuses when it is time to apologize.
Yeah.
So you will apologize to someone.
Yeah, absolutely.
How do you apologize?
It just depends on the situation. But I normally, apologize for any behavior that offended them. And I will normally have a game plan of how to correct that in the future. Either you accept my apology and I correct it, or you don't accept it and we go our separate ways. People
Okay.
don't accept apologies every day. I be kind of like, damn, I crafted this fucking apology for you. You ain't accepted my goddamn apology. Fuck you did too.
Wait a minute. That escalated quickly. Um. Okay. So you had to craft an apology, and now you feel like somebody has to accept it. But I mean, if they're really hurt by it, sometimes they might accept that you apologize, but they don't. They still don't want to deal with you. That's okay.
Oh no, yeah.
That's
No,
okay.
I'm talking about people that just flat out just don't accept the apology.
Okay.
Yeah, assholes. Um,
Oh, who hurt you? They
nobody.
should apologize.
Yeah, right. Um, so Vito, are you still single? You Are you still allowing people to slide in your DM?
I am not allowing people to slide in my DMs right
Oh, slide it, boot up, dee da it, boot up,
now.
slide it, boot up. Let me find out. What? Did you tell me?
What was your question about? Where were you
Well,
about
no,
to
did you
go
tell
with
me?
this?
Did you tell me?
Did I
feel
tell
like
you what?
that you're no longer allowing people to slide in your DMs.
I don't know if I told you exactly like that.
Did you make a hint towards it? Like
Maybe. I might have hinted. Maybe.
hmm,
You got ideas now?
Vita gotta have a life too.
Right. Exactly.
All right. So I don't want to.
You tongue-tied now.
I don't
What
want to.
happened?
I'm trying. Now I gotta tiptoe around the subject because.
You do not have to tiptoe around the subject.
Okay. All right. So where do you think the quality fellas be at? The quality black men. Where do you think we be at?
I don't know.
Hey yo.
I really
Right
don't
here
know.
on this motherfucking podcast. Hey.
I don't know, because some days you different too.
No, I be chilling. I'm chilling.
You chilling.
I'm chilling.
I really don't know. I can't tell you where to find them at. I don't know.
Where do you be looking for guys at?
I don't look.
You don't look?
I stopped looking. When you look
when you
look for things, you find the wrong thing.
When you were looking, where were you looking?
That's what I'm saying. When you look for things,
But
you find the wrong
where were
thing.
you looking?
I've done a lot of different dating. Of course, I've done the online thing. And then I look for people in places that I go. Like, because I feel like if you're there and I'm there, we probably are into the same thing. So if
But
I'm
you
going
be in the house for real, for real.
No, I don't. I be in the house like during the week, but on the weekends I'm at like comedy shows. I like to go to I like to go to
No
aquariums
invite,
and zoos
no.
and stuff like that.
Hey,
and then I'm like,
co-host, come with me to
I try to invite you everywhere. You don't ever want to go with me.
the lies.
We tried to have podcast outings, and you rescheduled me twice because you weren't allowing people in your DMs at the time. Oh, okay, right.
All right, fair enough.
Oh, see how he
All right,
just
so I'ma
rolled over that.
Yeah, right. I'm chilling. So, for the ladies out there, I'm gonna tell y'all where to find good quality black men at.
We are listening.
Y'all are listening?
Yes.
All right. I think number one would be the gym. So if you go to the gym, some
I
good.
don't go to the gym, so that ain't it.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about them.
Y'all go to the gym.
Why are you knocking people in their fitness?
I am not knocking you. I work on my fitness, just not at the gym.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
A sports bar.
A sports bar.
Yeah, a sports bar.
But that's for a girl that likes sports. Like you are looking for
No.
specific men looking for specific women.
You don't have to like sports to go to a sports bar. Like the ale house is a sports bar.
Right. But if
it's
you're
also
there,
a restaurant. Like,
it's a restaurant, but the guys that are there are into sports. If you're not into sports and you pick up a guy at the sports bar, now you got to look at some sports.
There are other activities at the sports bar. Y'all could play pool, like it's other things that are going on.
But what is What is he most likely there doing?
When I go there, I go to eat. I go to eat and drink. If it's a game on, I'll watch it, but you know.
Where's the other place we finding these quality men?
Best Buy. Best Buy.
And they're at Best Buy doing what? Buying video games?
No, but yeah,
and
buying
TV?
gadgets. Yeah. Bruh.
I feel like this is a specific group of men that are looking for a specific group of women. Like I said, I find men at places that I like to go. So if there are women that like to be at the gym, women that like sports and go to sports bars, women that like gadgets and go to Best Buy. Like, let me put it to you this way. Let me put it to you this way.
All right.
Let me put it to you this way.
All right, go ahead.
So me, a girl that doesn't really enjoy being in the gym, if I'm looking for these quality men, and so I know that in order to find them, I have to go to the gym. So now I've started something that I'm not going to keep up. Now I've started going to the gym so I can find this man at the gym. Now this man thinks that I like going to the gym. And you want to know what he's going to want to do? Go to the gym. And we are not going to get along.
Yeah, look, she didn't let me finish my thought. So I'm about to blanket all her nonsense real quick.
Nonsense?
Yep.
That was factual information.
Any place with good music, nice women, and good food. That's like just the ultimate overall. Like if you want to find good quality men, if those three things are if those three things are apparent, yeah, you'll find some good quality fellas out there.
Okay.
You don't believe me?
I'm just saying I've been to these places and I haven't seen them. So
look, I've been preaching this for years.
And how's that working?
All 10 episodes. I'm a reformed fuckboy.
Yeah, okay.
So I know where the fuckboys hang out at, and I know where good quality guys hang out at. That's where I be
Same
now.
places?
No. We don't intermingle with them. We don't want to be categorized with them. Yeah,
we big words today. Yeah. You did good. You had to think about it, but you got it.
Yeah.
Categorized.
Yeah, we don't want to be categorized with them. We want to be we want to stand out from the pack. We'll go other things that like we'll go to lounges instead of the club. Like we'll go to, comedy shows and stuff like that,
Good quality women go to. Such as myself.
That's where you met your boo at. Bite it, boot up. Vita's bite it, boot up.
Is this what's going to go on this podcast?
Oh my God. Yes. But yeah, like, and then of course, like I said, like if it's good quality men at those places, there's always going to be good quality women at those places. Agreed.
Okay.
You gotta give me something, not just
react. I'm trying to place it. Good music, good food. There could be, yeah.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you this: is it safe to say that that your new love interest is now your priority? Like I'm changing the whole dynamic of this shit now.
It became an interview. Yeah, it just became an interview.
Okay? So when does somebody become priority status with you? Like when do they hit priority status? Like when that person's your priority?
They are a priority.
Yeah, but you have to work up to that status. Like I'm pretty sure if you're just talking to somebody, you're not really a priority. Like,
I mean, once you make your intentions clear, like I said, communication is important. So you make your intentions clear. You go into something, you want to go in the way that you're going to stay. So at that point, when the intentions are made clear, we're going to go into it as them being a priority.
Okay. Okay. So is your new love interest a priority?
He is a priority.
Boot up.
I am over this interview. I'm over it.
Oh man.
Okay. Not what we we are supposed to talk about today.
Hey, look, you should have never said nothing.
I didn't. You just can't people be in your DM.
Oh, okay. All right, be that. But no, I mean, I think that's important though. I think I'm happy for you and your new priority. But no, I mean, I'm serious. All right, look. So if I'm dealing with somebody and they become a priority for me, they already winning. You're already winning. You're already winning if you become a priority for me. So were you guys friends prior to?
No.
Okay, so it's just like a stranger you met up the street and was like, "Be my boo," and he was like, "Yeah."
Oh, jeez. This is a lot for me.
All right, I'm joking with you. Like you don't have to react to the jokes. You don't have to react. But you ever notice like looking at some of your peers, they always end up with like the best friend. Like they always end up like they might disappear off the map for like years, and then they pop up and, oh yeah, I'm married to him. It's like, damn, that was your best friend. Like, oh, so y'all was fucking, huh?
I've seen that happen before. I've seen that happen a couple times.
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you, homecoming. Oh my god! So I ran into a whole bunch of people, right? Like people I knew from way back, and it was like, oh yeah, it's my fiance, or I'm married now, and this my husband, or this my wife, bro. Like I'm looking like, yo, y'all was like best friends in college, yo. Y'all was fucking. I knew it.
They didn't have to be.
No, they didn't have to be. They didn't have to be.
They probably were living their own lives and was like, you know what? This is where I should be.
This
is where I should be.
Let's do it.
You already know me. You know everything. Like
yeah,
I tell
they
you
already
everything.
know your bullshit.
We don't have to talk about it. I don't have to tell you my favorite color. Like we don't have to go through this 21 questions. Like you already know me. You know me through and through, and you've been there the whole time. So
that's fact. Because they know your bullshit. They know your bullshit. I gotta figure out. I gotta figure out how to do what I want to do in life. How to do what I want to do with my love life. Because for real, all I want to do is travel and eat pussy. That's really all I want to do.
Oh,
that's really all I want to do. I need to figure that out in my love life. Like I don't want, like the headache. I'm done with the headache. Like that's the only two things I want to do. That's all I want to be doing for real.
Just one, right?
Huh?
You just want to travel with the same person?
Yes, I don't travel with different people, eating all random pussies.
I just needed to clarify.
No,
to make sure.
Clarify.
I did. So that's what you want to do. You want to get with somebody that likes to travel. That's all you have to say because the other part is going to happen. So you just need...
But I need to make my intentions clear. Isn't that what you said? Make your intentions clear. That's all I'm trying to do is travel and eat pussy.
I'm just saying, if y'all together and y'all traveling, like,
So, Vita, you been out dancing with this guy yet?
Why is everything specific?
It's not specific. But have y'all been out dancing?
No,
I know you like to dance.
No, we have not been out dancing.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. So when you be dancing, you be dancing face to face or you be backing it up?
It depends on who they are.
Oh, so you be backing it up? You be like, yeah.
What's that Look Out song? If I back it up, what you gonna do?
Oh, if I back it up,
hey,
what you gonna do?
Hey.
If I put it on you, baby.
Yes.
How do you know that song?
Twerk.
Yo, they be nasty at the liquor house, yo.
That's not song. That's a jam.
Oh my god, yo, you gotta come to me. You gotta come with me to a Shriners party one time because that's all they play.
I love liquor house music. I love that.
It's another one.
I left home to be with my side chick.
That's it. How did you know? How did you know?
I know liquor house music.
I left home.
Yes.
To be with my side piece.
Yes. Yes.
Yo, that's my shit. Yo, when I first heard that song, I was like, bro, what?
That's a red hot number
all the
right
ladies
there.
was grabbing me on the dance floor.
Hey,
I said, hey,
that's a good song.
Oh man,
I definitely need to go to these parties. I'm in there.
Oh my god. All right, so when you were out gallivanting, gallivanting, yeah, gallivanting. When you was
Gallivanting
out,
the city.
yeah, when you was out gallivanting the city, when you was out dancing say you was at a club and dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
Would you give out your number after the first dance,
Nah.
or would you make them dance a couple times with you before you gave out your number?
There's a lot of factors to giving out my number. It's not just about dancing. Like
Okay.
I'll dance with you.
What are the factors? What are the factors? Not that it matters. What are the factors?
It depends. Like, okay, so I go to the club a lot because of my line dance group.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we usually line dance. We have our line dance parties, and they run into club time.
Okay.
So we'll stick around and stay for the club. So I do dance a lot. I don't mind dancing with the club.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll dance with you if you approach me correctly. Like don't come up behind me all crazy and try to dance. No.
like it's 2010 and Juvenile just came
yeah,
on.
don't try to creep up behind me. Don't do that.
Don't
do that. That's not gonna work out for you because I will definitely move.
Oh my God!
Immediately. And if you try to creep up behind one of my girls, I'm pulling her out of the way.
Yo, so did you do that in college? Like if like say you and your girl went out to the club or something and two guys got behind y'all and like say the one she was dancing with was ugly, you be like,
yep. We had ones and twos, and she'd be like, "What is it, girl?" A 2. You need to go. 2 and deuces. A 1 is good. You can stay.
Oh, okay.
You can keep dancing with him. He's a 1. You can keep dancing with him. He's
my God.
But if he's a 2, he gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go. But yeah, there's a lot of factors to giving out my number. Like, number 1, could you dance? Like, don't be behind me doing that 2-step nonsense. That ain't it. Don't be behind me off rhythm. Don't be in front of me off rhythm. Like, I do enjoy dancing face to face.
Right.
Like, I love a good 2-step. Like, if you can 2-step for real, I love that. Like, I'll dance with you all night, face to face. But all that behind me stuff, that's either like I need to know you. We need to be talking. Like, don't just jump up behind me. That's not gonna work out for you.
Rubbing on the butt.
Don't do that.
Do it in the butt. Do. Don't remember that song?
What did you say?
So look, we had an argument about this at the Strider's Temple. They said it was doing the butt. I heard do it in the butt.
It is doing the butt.
Do it in the butt. Do.
And then you gonna like have it to a tune.
Ain't nothing wrong with doing it in the butt.
No, he said if you want to do the butt because the dance is the butt. The dance is the butt. There is a dance that goes with the song that is called the butt. Doing the butt. It is not doing the butt.
I know what the actual song is, but just the way that it flows. Just like last time we had Tia and she was saying bitch, and I thought she was saying bitch. Yeah. I thought they were saying do it in the butt. I said, y'all some nasty old people,
but
man.
You still getting it. You had the whole show to shimmy with it. And you were enjoying it.
I was enjoying it.
You were enjoying it.
Oh, man.
You know what? Funny story.
What's up?
So, speaking of people not knowing the words to songs, so when Old Town Road came out, you know how he says Wrangler on my booty? Yeah. Like talking about Wrangler jeans?
Yeah.
So this guy was saying finger in my booty. I was like, that's
finger
not
in my booty.
I was like, that's not it. And was singing it all happy, real jolly. I was like, that's not the word.
Oh, man.
Don't ever
I
sing
can
that
see
again.
how that gets misconstrued, but oh, man.
But don't sing it all happy. Like you were singing Do It in the Butt. You was really excited about it.
Oh, man.
This podcast just went real downhill.
It went real downhill real quick.
Real fast. Real fast. We left home to be with the side piece, and now we got fingers in the booty. It's a lot happening right now. A lot.
Doing it in the butt, all of that.
It's a lot happening right now.
Oh man. Okay. All right, so all right, let's get back on track.
Okay, back on track.
You're in the club, you dancing, right? It's
right.
college, right? You're in the club, you dance because you
don't
can't
have to be college.
All right.
I still be in the club dancing.
Okay, well no, let's follow one of my questions.
Okay, I'm going.
All right, you in the club, you dancing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nigga ask for your number after you dance with you, right?
Yeah.
You say no. And you know, niggas can't take no for an answer. Have you ever been like hounded by a guy like
Yes.
So
Yes.
what is the probably the most memorable like go-to line after you say no?
For them?
Are you giving them a reason? Like, are you like no, I got a boyfriend?
I shouldn't have to give a reason.
But I'm asking, like, he's like, no,
I
I
don't
got a
want to give you my
boyfriend.
number.
Because some people, some guys will be like, oh, so you can't have friends and shit.
Yeah, and they will. They do that, so you can't have friends.
Yo, that's a trash.
Oh, you got a boyfriend?
Line.
Where he at then? Why he ain't here? If I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't let you out here with your fine self dancing like that.
Who the fuck are you talking? Talking like that?
I'm telling you what they say. That's what they say. There was this guy one time. He crept around me and my friends the whole night. Crept around us.
Oh, so he was stalking.
Yes.
Oh,
I danced with another guy. Ended up like clicking with him really well. Mm-hmm. Gave him my number. We get outside. We're leaving the club. The guy is driving off and stops. As we're crossing the street to go to our car, he stops. He yells out the window. He was like, I was trying to dance with you, but you let that old fat dude dance with you all night.
Oh, shit.
I was like, that's how you feel? Like, that's how you feel? He was like, hey girl, I was trying to dance with you. I was like,
man,
you
not
sound...
the hey girl.
Hey girl. Like, I mean, we're leaving the club. We're walking to our car. He is in his car, driving by, stops, rolls down the window to yell at me about not dancing with him in the club. Damn. After he stood there all night. He stood there and watched us all night.
You know what? I don't know why niggas do that, man. Like, niggas will hold up the wall. And I think, like, that's, like, the wildest shit ever. Like, if I go to a club, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to drink and I'm going to dance. And I make sure I accomplish both while I'm there.
There are guys that will stand on the dance floor and not dance.
Yeah, like, they just so
sit down.
Weird,
there's so many places other places you could be than standing on the dance floor watching other people dance. You look creepy.
As fuck.
And I'm not dancing with you. At all.
Oh, man. Okay, so I ain't got shit else, Peter. I ain't got shit else to talk about.
You got nothing else?
No, you got something else to talk about?
After the club? Did you dance with people last night?
Yeah.
At the party? Mm-hmm. Okay, you danced. Any prospect?
No.
No prospect?
I'm chilling.
So your DMs are still open?
I'm chilling.
DMs are open?
I'm chilling.
Sounds like we need to do another interview, another interrogation.
Stop painting this narrative because there's no narrative to paint. I told you, I'm chilling. All right, so look, we getting out of here. We getting out of here.
I get cut off though. Okay.
Yep, cut right off. All right, we getting out of here, man. If I could leave y'all with a little bit of advice, I'm going to leave y'all with this. Ladies, be observant. Because you missed something, fellas, she went through your phone. It's not women's intuition. All right, so this is KvngBak signing off. What? Wait, what?
What just happened?
I gave.
Who was that advice too? That was real specific.
That was everybody. Ladies,
be observant because you missed something.
Yeah, ladies, be observant because you missed something. Fellas, it's not women's intuition. She went through your phone.
I don't know who he's talking to, but
whoever it
is, send the podcast a DM. The podcast DMs are always open.
Yes, our DMs are always open for D&D podcast.
Please send us a DM because he knows something about somebody. And whoever phone she went through, I'm so sorry. But tell us about it though.
Yeah, man. Fellas, she's not thick. She's on her tippy toes. She doesn't have hips. She's sitting on the bathroom sink.
Telling all this stuff. I do look thick on the bathroom sink though. But I am thick in real life.
She's not down to earth. She just has brothers.
All right, and on that note, gonna wrap it up. This has been Drinks and Discussion podcast with your lovely co-host Miss V and this one over here.
Oh, this one over here.
And this one.
It's KvngBak. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, KvngBak. Make sure you follow the podcast, D&D Pod. on Instagram.
Drinks and Discussion on Facebook.
Yeah, Drinks and Discussion.
Drinks and Discussion on YouTube, right?
Yeah, on YouTube. And we're only posting the videos to YouTube now. So if you looking for them on Facebook, it'll be a link, but it'll take you to YouTube. So, make sure you comment, rate, and subscribe to the podcast.
Like, follow, share.
Because we coming up. We on the come up right now.
Hey.
You gotta give your Instagram. Are you back on Twitter yet?
No. I've been busy. Okay, I'm gonna get back on Twitter. But for now, Instagram @infragile_.
All hearts and minds clear?
Not really, but
okay, goodbye. Peace.